So I am the bookkeeper slash office manager of my husband's family's auto body shop. We have about 12 employees and we did about 2.5 million in revenue last year. And my question is, how do me and my husband know if it's time for us to step away from the family business to protect ourselves?
Protect yourselves?
Yes.
Why would you need protection?
So it is a family business and there's a lot of hard family dynamics within the family business.
No, within the family, and it shows up in the business.
Exactly. So about a year and a half ago, we actually were setting up to kind of walk away from it and restart kind of our careers. And I actually ended up going back to school, and he ended up staying because his family said that there was no reason for him to leave and that he was going to get the business in the will. And so he ended up staying, but it was kind of under the condition that he would be allowed to actually make changes to the business that needed to be made because it's not profitable right now. So he actually asked his mom for a raise last week. And the conversation was kind of just like, no, we don't make money. And that's it. There was no conversation of why aren't we making money? How can we get the business back on track? And it just feels like anytime we try to actually solve anything that's wrong within the business, there's no conversation that can be had. So it just kind of feels like we're on a hamster wheel going in circles and we can't actually make any forward progress with anything.
So his mom works there. His dad work there?
His dad more so than his mom. I have kind of taken over all of her responsibilities. She always did the books. And then
why did he ask his mom for a raise? She doesn't work there.
She still kind of controls his dad kind of answers to her, and then she kind of makes the final decision on everything. So even though she's not in the business, she still is the one that says yes or no or pretty much vetoes any ideas that we have to try to actually make changes. So that's kind of where we're at a point where he's set to, quote unquote, get the business in the will. But
how old are they?
She is 63 and his dad is 70. So
are they in bad health?
No, they're in great health. So
it's going to be 30 years before you get the business.
Exactly. And so my husband is kind of at a point where he's he's 30, turning 31, and he kind of just feels like, at what point do I keep holding on for something that I may not even get the keys to if we can't even keep this thing surviving? And should I, start exploring other options? But it's hard because...
Why are you back there?
Why am I there? I'm only there part-time because when a year and a half ago when we had a big family falling out, I quit.
Yeah.
And then his mom asked me to come back, and I wouldn't have a set, because I'm in nursing school. She's like, you don't have to have a set schedule. I'll still pay you, X amount. And, she didn't want to go back to work. So after I left, she kind of asked me to come back, and we need the money still because we're not really financially where we want to be to where, we can just live off of my husband's salary. And so it was too late by that time to try to kind of find another job while I just started nursing school. So it was kind of more for us so that we wouldn't have to sell our house.
How much do you like completing nursing school?
I like it a lot.
No, how much do you lack? How long before you complete it?
Oh, I have about a year left until I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what does your husband do? Is he the general manager of the auto parts business?
He is, so it's an auto collision center. So he is the production manager, on paper, but in reality, he kind of runs the entire thing.
So this is a body shop. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so if he was working for another company doing the exact same thing, what would he be paid?
He would be paid around $110,000 a year.
Why don't he just go get that job?
I think that he feels guilty.
I know.
Like leaving his.
But there's no reason. There's no reason mechanically he couldn't just go get that job.
No, there's no reason. No.
Okay. All right. In which case you could go to nursing school and not work there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So then you just got to decide. You have decided, but he hasn't apparently.
Yes. So that's kind of where we're at right now, is deciding, do we...
No, you've decided. He just hasn't.
He hasn't decided yet.
Yeah. He isn't ready to leave, and you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the thing I do on these kinds of things is I extrapolate it and say, okay, 10 years from today, where are we going to be if we stay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the story you have told me, to the extent you're being accurate, and I assume you are, is you're going to be sitting exactly where you're sitting.
Mm-hmm.
These people aren't going to change anything.
Yeah.
And mother rules the roost and is a bit of a control freak.
Yes, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Well, that's the way you've told the story anyway.
Yes,
you didn't mean to, but you did. And so, but I mean, sits back in the background and throws grenades in the middle of stuff instead of actually coming over there and getting crap done. I don't want to work, but I do want to screw with everything, and everybody. So, and then she's a travel agent for guilt trips if he decides he's going to go somewhere else. So I would ask myself, what would have to be true for me to want to stay? Okay. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you, if I'm in your shoes, what that's going to be.
Okay.
An option to buy them out in the next 5 years and management control in the meantime.
Okay.
If you will not surrender those two things, I'm going to have to do something else.
Okay.
Because they are not willing to make changes that are going to allow you to do this gradually, so it's going to have to be more abrupt.
Yeah.
Because they lied before.
Yeah.
They said, we're doing the changes, we'll let you do changes, and then they didn't. And so, guys, we're going to make these changes. I'm going to be running the shop. Does Dad work there every day?
Pretty much.
What does Dad do?
He kind of just runs around and does he just can't sit still, so he doesn't really do much of the... I
mean, if I gave him a title, what would he be? What would his title be? Is he the manager of the whole place? And your husband runs production?
He's manager when he wants to be, and he's manager when he doesn't want to be. So they tell my husband, it's your shop when it's convenient for them to go do what they want to do. But then when he wants back in the driver's seat, then he takes back the reins. So it's very messy. There's no clear.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to address that but you can't do it.
Yeah.
You're going to end up being the Wicked Witch of the West in this story.
Yes.
The evil daughter-in-law who messed up everything. Everything was fine till you came along. If you keep running your mouth, that's where you're going to be. So you're going to have to, your husband's going to have to grow a backbone and decide where he stands on this. Is he finally going to stand up to his mommy or not?
Mm-hmm.
And is he going to decide, okay, Mom, these are the terms. If you violate these terms, you are firing me because I'll be leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So you are deciding for me to leave if you take back the reins again. You are deciding for me to leave if we don't execute on the option for me to purchase this business from you all. And if you don't want me here, it's okay. I can go over there and make $110,000, and Nicole can go to nursing school, and we're fine with that. We love y'all. We want you to win. We want you to have a good life. We're not mad at you. But if you want me here, I cannot stay in this limbo environment where you've got one foot on the dock and one on the boat, and the boat's leaving.
Yeah.
And it's driving me nuts, Mom. And so Mom and Dad, we're going to sit down, And if you even attend the meeting, you don't say a word.
Yeah.
You just, and do not open your trap, period. I'm
Okay.
serious. Because this
Yeah.
woman is going to tag you and label you, and you're going to get stuck with this for the rest of your life with your kids and her grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to keep this clean because she's used to being in control. And when she realizes she's not, it's going to be a harsh experience for her.
Yeah.
And if it gets labeled on you, you don't want that, kiddo. I promise you.
Yeah.
I've done a
I
bunch
know.
of coaching around this stuff. And so
Yeah.
one of the things we discovered with family businesses is family businesses are only as functional or dysfunctional as the family is.
Yeah.
And this family was operated by mom, not by dad.
Mm-hmm.
At home.
Yes.
She wears the pants. And then that translates down there, and she's used to throwing her weight around and getting her way, and her word is the word. And, you know, that's okay. You're allowed to do that. If you own the business, that's what you do. I expect that around here. I own the place. I want people to listen when I say something, right? But
Yeah.
so I don't blame her for that, but you can't mix those metaphors back and forth and then, you know, go, well, we don't make any money, so I can't pay you.
Yeah.
But I won't make the changes it takes for us to be profitable that you're suggesting. So anyway, all that to say is this deal's over. Y'all just need to, if you want to give it one more shot, the one more shot is very clear expectations, calmly laid out in person. And I really would prefer your husband do this, but I'm not sure by himself without you there. But if you need to go just for moral support to make sure he actually does it, because he gets in there and he crawfishes too. The script he's been taught since he was a little boy is when mom speaks up, you back up.
Yes. Yeah.
And this time when she speaks up, he's got to step up.
Okay.
It's going to disrupt the family script. It's going to be bloody.
Yes.
But you need to be kind and calm, no raised voices, no cuss words. And if that starts, you guys just exit the building and go, gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't come here to fight with you. I came here to love you. And let's just slip out the back door and listen, we'll let you know. I'm going to go ahead and give you notice now that we're going to move on. Okay.
Okay.
And, you know, just be kind and calm but we're not going to be abused and we're not going to use your mom voice on me. I'm a 35-year-old freaking grown man.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And so that, you know, you just got to have these things in your head before you go in there and then lay out very clearly, where do we want to be? And I don't think they'd change.
Yeah.
And unless they just completely divorce themselves of it and walk away, which is what I'm asking them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would pay Dad's salary and not let him come in.
He doesn't even take a salary from the business anymore.
Then he needs to not come in.
Yeah.
He needs to quit coming down there and putzing around, screwing up everything. He's 70 years old. You know, it's time. Go do something else. You know, because you're jerking around on this thing. That's the whole thing. So, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Wow, that's a tough one. It's a hard one. But yeah, Nicole, you're over it. I can tell. And the question is, when your husband's finally over it, is he actually going to give them one more shot to turn it, or is he just going to walk? That's really what you're down to. And if you just want to walk too, that's okay. Because this is a mess. You're right. It's a jumbled mess.